still didn't take my milk out. The cicadas say hi. And so does the band, the 2023 high school starting year. I'm watering right now. I only need to water at a few minutes at a time. This time of year is September now. So just FYI for those of you starting out or who have been gardening for a few years and might not be aware, when the temperatures start dropping, as obvious as it is, we have a tendency to get accustomed to our regimen and continue to water with the same assertion, even though the temperatures are dropping. You don't need to do that. Really just a few minutes of water at a time. And I'm filling these up because I fill these up every time. And this is, I don't know how many gallons that is. That's a big ass, tree ass pot. And that one is a tomato, and you know they feed and water heavily, and it's in a container. So that too is given a lot of water. And by the way, since all the exceptions are jumping right out, Hazel drinks like a fish. So she could use a whole nother, probably 3 rounds of water and still drink that shit up too. She's a guzzler. She is a guzzler. But she ain't gonna kill over and die if she has to suffer through a drought either. Jolly, she a little more tender, and cabbage moths usually tend to take her out. But with the temperatures dropping, I'm able to see just how big and voluptuous she can get. See, this is what I normally see from her. But I got her because her leaves are supposed to get up to 2 feet. 2 feet, y'all. So that's it, which is even bigger than Hazel. So I'm excited to see that. And as you can see, the leaves look more tender. Here's Hazel. Here's Hazel being strong and doing what she do. But here is Jolly. Ain't she thick and tender? She thick and tender. Not young and tender, thick and tender. And so velvety soft. She's as soft as the velvet booty collards, Foxy. Hey Foxy, she is as soft as the velvet booty collards. Foxy knows that I often I do my best to bend over backwards to get my seeds from just regular home gardeners or very small farms that deal only in heirloom seeds. Because everything in America because everything in America is tainted. Period. So yeah, I got those velvet, but I can't remember what the original name was, but when they grew and we saw how velvety soft they were, and she noticed it by sight alone before I even mentioned it. So that was lovingly named, not that. So that one was lovingly named my velvet booty collards. Anyway, I wasn't going to start here. I was going to start on over here because I wanted to water, and it's going to look bad after I water. Ajvarskis, which are blushing finally. And it looks like, I don't know if it's because I topped them off up here, but it looks like it's done flowering. I see some little new leaves, but I don't see any new flowers. So yeah, once these are all blush, I'm just going to pull it. And I think I'm going to put purple sprouting broccoli out of here. I have just a handful more seeds. I shared the rest because I thought I wasn't going to ever try it again. But I do have a couple more seeds. And I got 100% germination, most of you know. This is blue. I'm probably not treating her right, but she is starting to get red on the edges like they do in the fall. Buffy, I see a set of flowers, but I don't know if she's not getting enough sun or enough pollinators. I'm gonna go with sun. Again, Buffy on these sides, they growing at different rates. This Buffy is more voluptuous than this one. This brinjal is more voluptuous than this one. Neither of these peppers are thick, you know, in terms of the actual plant. This is Jimmy Nardello. I hate that I put the first one I'm ever growing in this particular planter because I wanted to get a true taste of those and size reference, and I don't think this is going to give me either being over here in this planter. Here's a sweet red cherry planter. I would have suffered the same fate with this one, I think, but I have another one on the patio to be able to give me a taste test. Several of these beans need to be harvested, a handful at least. Again, finally though, Buffy is finally flowering, but it's September, like what the fuck? But I'm not, Mother Nature has her own process of resistance against supremacy, so I'm gonna let her do what she need to do to protect her black self too, just like we all need to do. What'd I say? Here's Bina. Here's my okra. You can see there's just one little bud on there. That has been bombarded by ants, and I didn't know if ants were actually destroying the plant or not. It looks like they were. So what I did was went and got my rhubarb leaf and wrapped the base of it around the plant. And it has been effective, but I need to actually tie it up against that main stem because they will find a route. New green string bean plants growing because I'm going to want to start to grow my string beans around the outer edge of this planter and then grow the carrots inside instead. And then I'll have lettuce growing around the string beans. This is going to be a great big either purple or nebula. I hope you heard that, but if you didn't miss much. This is going to be a really nice size, either purple or nebula carrot. This might be my last year growing the nebula purple and black carrots. That the flavor just wasn't sweet enough for me. It wasn't as sweet as I would like to have it. I'm going to come in and prune some more of these tomatoes. And I'm going to cut off any non-fruit and flower stalks. They got to go. Y'all ain't give me no fruit. You got to go. Boop. I'm going to cut the whole thing off. Okay. Again, Brienne is over here. P that's climbing up this tomato. And that's fine. I'll cut them off when I pull the tomato. But yeah, I need these to blush, and so I can just pull that all together. Same with Jimmy. Jimmy has a couple more flowers though coming on. Sunny. Oh, sugar beets. The greens are really doing their thing. Callaloo. I just harvested callaloo, so in another week it'll be ready for 5 days to a week. It'll be ready for another harvest. Sunny is my snack and tomato. I think this is the last year I'm gonna grow her. Wait, that was delicious. Oh no, that was delicious. I don't know. This is Buffy. I'm gonna come and prune her. Cucumbers. I'm moving pretty slow. I think the cucumbers are mad because they want to do powdery mildew and they can't because whatever the conditions aren't setting up but this is around the time of year they catch powdery mildew and take a shit, and they can't do it for whatever reason. I'm not sure what it is. The only thing I have different this season is I have these long beans growing next to them, so. But my long beans are climbing all upside the place and not one solitary flower or bean, so I don't know what the hell. Oh, did you get caught up in there? moringa leaf almost got caught in the bean vine. Yeah, so I don't know what this long beanie situation is going through, when I needed to plant it, maybe at a different time. Here's Vars again. And Vars is giving me only, this one does have more flowers at the top. I guess I have to say that the ones that are getting cool weather and sunshine, so they love full sun but mild temperatures, I'll say for peppers. The aconcagua, that thing is huge and prolific and delicious. It's got all the qualities. The only thing I don't like about it is the shape. And I wish it turned its red color sooner in its ripening process. But they're really good, just like looking like giant banana peppers too. I just stuck that one in my salad bed, and it's now a little tree and still has flowers. It has countless flowers still coming on at the top. So all I can think is that this one gets sun, a lot more sun. But they're both of the aconcaguas are prolific, very prolific, and the peppers produce such big peppers. I'm gonna send my mom a couple next week. I bragged and boasted about them so tough, so I'm gonna send her some. Here's Timmy. I'm concerned about them because I feel like, well, not about them directly, and I don't think concern is the right word, because what it is building furor. If it's what I think it is, because I think an animal been coming and harvesting my peas before I get to them, because I see a bunch of these, right? I see about 12 of these, and then the next day when I come out to harvest them, they gone like that. See all those empty tips? But I have to think, I'm like, did I harvest those before? But I'm thinking no, because I look at them things and I be like, oh, I'm gonna have like 20 peas tomorrow out here. And I come out and I might find 2. Oops, my bad, girl. The bees. The ones that be in these, are they wasps or bees? It's a bee, ain't it? That's a bee, right? You a bee? Bee. You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. So yeah, they really love these evergreens. And so I know they have a massive nest somewhere nearby, just so they can have access to my water. They love my water. They love to drink out of the saucers of the water in there. I've shown you guys that several times, but yeah, that's what they do. I have planted so much lettuce in this bed. Why it refuses to germinate, I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand it. I'm not gonna try to figure it out. Look at them. You see them? Well, I'm telling everybody, you won't break my soul. It's my bloodline on the front line, ready for war. Go blue. Get loose, get low, get loose, get low. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, Lord, I guess we gardening with B today, huh? If only y'all knew. One step at a time, right? One step at a time. Okay, so we were over here because I ate one of them. Right. This is my kajari melon. It's recovering again. What is this white stuff on it? Yeah, I don't know what the white stuff is on the edges of those leaves. I have no idea. But anyway, this is my kajari. It's bare down here because I cut the leaves off because they turned like this. Then they got really rust colored and dead. So I didn't know what the problem was. I stopped watering. It got healthier. So I was like, okay, maybe no water for a while. It got healthier. And then as it was dry, it started drying out more. I put a little more water because it's a melon. Melons are heavy, they're made up of primarily water. So I gave it some more water. I don't know that it liked that. So, hey girl, I told them you like to drink out of there. I told them you like to drink out of there, girl. Go get you some. Get in there. Get in there. Your cousin's over here in the salad bed. Yeah, so I'm gonna starve it again. See what happens. I need to feed everything probably. This girl finally started turning red. Apparently, I guess her habit is, at least in my zone, to operate like determinate. That branch just fell. I literally just saw that branch fall. Just randomly. I'm gonna call Mister and tell him.